The poem is called Death Faces. It was written in 1990, maybe 91. But for some reason, it's been playing on my brain for the last week or so, not something I can explain or understand. And frankly, I'm not sure if I can pull this off tonight, but I'm going to try. Death Faces. Death, yes, yes, I've known the yes faces of death, saying it so while wanting to know what is so gloriously accounted in making rounds of doorway death when it comes so easily, coming to all, considerate to show us each the face we choose on the birthing beach, when it comes so quickly, being so near, never even as far as the closest county line or imaginary rind in the next door neighbor's property cut. But here, so gauzy clear, the familiar, like the sheerest scarf of spun silk, so fabricate thin, tinsel tough, and certain of the yes and faces anyone may see that death variously, patiently proffers, such as the shot bird face of sparrow eye surprise, when blasting rift splits swift the chest, or the taut and drawn face, smooth and bony, belonging to the beauty who's come to spar with, pummeled by the no, or the tenderly unsung boy whose brain tissue still sticky clings, hanging inside the vinyl-top sedan, to the face of the long grain coming over the face of the long grain coming over the senior citizen who forgot the thing called joy along the way, when the thing called joy along the way was a tingling on the tongue, silver in the eyes, savory stew on the stove, leavings now in the scraps of cling-to selfish gene. And a yes song too, of a season's song too, when midnight upends, wetting the earth is moist, and that voice sends a cold call over the slender grass, cutting like shears the fall of August. And I tell it to this, the face most intimate, faceless but for the hovering hush of wings, having heard the hollow too many times to mistake again the eye in palm of signs, having gone inside the silent, sightless cover, all the way a narrow night through, with bare vein and blade, from twilight shimmer to that thinnest hour, and passed over the spill of dawn, when my love was gone, covered there wondering with death's consent, in Mother Night's offer of close descent, who was closely compassioned in time of clear decision, and only then lifting when the fish-hawk flew, having who spent the silent night perched in vantage of high false fir behind cottage home, think smelling it sensed the carrion odor, only to discover by dawn's light how wrong. So, okay, death's where we know death's there, meaning it's layered in the yes parfait, in the compost in the corner, percolating in the backyard garden. For this reason, why is death supposed to be a thing hard to win and therefore courageous for women and men to make? Why measure a man by death hands? Why the drowsy, sweet desire I've seen sneak through the dreamy woman or two? Nor is it sensible to think the moneyed estate will save some, or how others think that others will get theirs when the time comes. The nitrogenous time of breakdown time always comes in the thermobody fail. Why not see how this thing will come, never to fail when ripeness time comes? Why not be, at better, the rainbow live, unhoarding, undying, gone swimming into the staminating white of tidal life? There's my poem.